The players are ready. And John, let's count us in three,
Three,
two,
two, one.
one, and pills.
Pills. Meow.
And off we go then. Excellent board from D Dave. I like how he's going to drop everything down here, looking to keep everything mostly methodical as he's going to keep everything in a top down order here. Meanwhile, Cat Pants with a really interesting column 8. If she chooses to drop things down, we're going to see about 3-second drop time. Let's see if that is going to negatively impact her going with this level 8 here, Flindo.
Yeah, this is such a weird board for Cat Pants. As you continue to look down her board, you're going to see a lot of blues there towards the center. Now, she does have a really nice opportunity for a horizontal blue there towards the bottom center of her board. Now it's going to be a horizontal double, but it's still there, and it's just really weird board for Cat Pants. But now looking over at the Dave, making some really nice plays, also has a nice opportunity for a double blue. We'll see if that pops up for him, and he does set up for that. So double blue really going to be dependent on that for the Dave. Has the opportunity to maybe stack some red yellows on top of those double blues and have it drop down. Elects not to do that so far, but gets his own manufactured double blue and gets the horizontal. Really nice play there by the Dave.
And that's pretty much a good play from D Dave to really get to it. He was dependent on a double blue, and really with those setups with the horizontal into the drop, players want to try and avoid the horizontal setup. So Dave manufacturing that blue to drop everything down, and I think that was a smart play. Not waiting for a double blue, as you can see, it never came up. So that was definitely the smart play that Dave had. 10-16, D Dave with the lead over on Cat Pants, who now at the bottom portion of the board of her board, chock full of doubles and ready to fire off is Cat Pants.
Yeah, Cat Pants has just been making some really nice combos here. And as we've said earlier, she's primarily a versus player, and we're seeing that in her play. And just watching her, she's made so many strides in the past year. In her versus game and here in speed now, and it's just been really fun to watch. And it's basically a tie game here. 4 viruses for Dave, now 2, 6 for Cat Pants, and now 3 with a couple really nice horizontals set up. Dave's red virus there in his third column. It's not really buried, but he's gonna have to combo into it. And this blue red that he's getting, it's perfect for him. But Cat Pants out first at about a 224.
Cat Pants out first of the 224, and D Dave strategically dropping the blues and reds down to make that to drop everything down as he needs to. Is going to be entering level 9. Is D Dave out and into his level 9 at a 245? But meanwhile, take a look over at Cat Pants, who's got a yellow and red top line primarily. No real use for blues. Let's see what she does and uses with it. Looks to be strategic garbage over on Cat Pants' side.
Yeah, I do like the Dave starting board quite a bit better than Cat Pants. He had a lot of diversity on his top line, though now he has 0 access to blue until just now. With that drill down, opens up the blue and is fixing to clear it out again. Dave has got a bit of a staircase situation with these reds. Thought he might go horizontally with the red and get the L, yeah, but I like the decision not to because it leaves him with no garbage except for that one piece of blue. So a good heads up play there by the Dave.
And a big shout out to Monthly Tetris with a huge rating party of 203.
Holy
Hey,
cow.
welcome, friends. Come on in, welcome. We are in the May's silver bracket of the Dr. Mario's May 2024 silver bracket. This is our finals matchup between our number 1 seed, The Dave, and our number 3 seed, Cat Pants. And both these players, you sit tight, grab some popcorn, get some beverages here. We're in for a wild ride. This is game 1 of our finals.
Indeed. Speaking of beverages, I think possibly a cider could be really cool.
Yes, indeed. Again, we can't stress it enough. The players don't really like it, but us, the viewers, oh, we're all for it.
Indeed, we
Taking a look
do.
over here, 10-12. D-Dave with a slight lead over on Cat Pants, and I like what D-Dave is doing here, getting a blue set up here, looking for a blue red. That's exactly what he's going to do. Drop that down. Double red going to clear things out. 2 for the price of 1. Down to 4 viruses is D-Dave here. Cat Pants with a little combo action of her own. We're sending it over here. 2-7 now. D-Dave ready to go, and Cat Pants firing right back with an excellent combo of her own.
That was such a super sweet combo from Cat Pants. Loved that. But the Dave has brought this back and is out first at about a 445. And Cat Pants, 7 viruses remaining still in her level 9. We have 2 more levels to go before we reach the end here in level 11 in this first game. The Dave making some really nice combos here, gets the drop down, sets up for the yellow. Might have been able to use those double yellows to clear some more on the left side of his board, but elects to do it a different way. Absolutely fine. He is still making some really great plays as Cat Pants just needing some more red help and then a little bit of yellow, and she'll be out joining Dave into level 10.
Yeah, D-Dave had everything set up where he had verticals ready to fire off when his horizontals dropped, and he just had everything with a plan and ready to go here. I think he's going to tuck the yellow-blue in that first and second column. That's exactly what he does. He's going to drop things down to create everything with minimal garbage over on D-Dave's side, strategically placing the yellow-red over in that first and second column. I think it's a smart play to make sure that he's able to drop those reds down into it here. Cat Pants with a would have sent 4 pieces of garbage over to her opponent had to spin versus, but that was Cat Pants' way to respond to not great RNG. 551 out into her level, out of level 9 into level 10 here, but D-Dave with more than a 2 virus lead over Cat Pants.
Yeah, that was a great play by Cat Pants, by the way, going ahead and manufacturing the reds that she needed, because the reds were not coming for her. So it was a great job using those blue reds to drop that down and get the combo. But it is 11 viruses, now 10 viruses for the Dave. Gonna need some blue help, though. Has the opportunity. He is gonna go horizontally with those blues. I like the play. And now with this red blue down to just needing blues for the Dave. And if you've watched this channel for any amount of time, you probably know by now that blue is the least common pill that will show up. Fortunately, the game is being a little bit generous for now. He's just going to need 3 more. 1, 2, one more game. There it is. The Dave added a 655 into his final level.
V-Dave playing at a very methodical approach there. He had 6 or 7 blue viruses that were remaining here. Try to lump them up into triples and doubles to minimize the amount of blue pill halves needed to make the clears here. And Dave trying to be as efficient as possible to get into that. That's what Dave is really good at, is sniffing out those doubles, sniffing out those triples, and really making sure he's able to make the most efficient plays with what he has gifted to him. Uh, Going into it here, Cat Pants with a bunch of reds on our top line here, needing a bunch of reds, but that yellow blue going to take that horizontal to keep things competitive here. Cat Pants now dropping, exposing everything down, but D-Dave really running away with this first game here.
Yeah, the Dave, 36 viruses remaining in his final level, while Cat Pants still has 15 in her level 10. Cat Pants really needing this red help and is able to get some there. This red blue is going to be really nice for her. Probably going to drop that exactly right there in columns 2 and 3. Love the play there. Uh, Looking probably to clear out this yellow at the bottom horizontally, I'm going to guess. We'll see if she does go for that. Meanwhile, getting the blues that she needs doesn't put the yellow blue where I expected her to. But we'll see how that plays out. Meanwhile, looking back over at the Dave, 24 viruses remaining. A lot of yellow on this board though, Swang.
Yeah, it was. He had about 2/3 of his board just top line, all yellows all day, and luckily the doctor providing a bunch of yellows for D-Dave to advance the rest of his board here. But D-Dave now getting some exposure to the rest of his viruses. I like that color diversity that D-Dave has. Rest of it's pretty straightforward. I think he's going to drop things down. Is going to vertically clear the yellow down into it here. But D-Dave going down into his final, almost single digits remaining of his board is D-Dave. Just a bunch of yellows and reds, and now it's 8 to 45, still in favor of the Dave.
Yeah. Oh, and Cat Pants, this top line for her, not what you want to see at all. I mean, it is nice and flat, but the amount of blues that she's getting, come on, game, really?
Yeah, it's this game. The doctor's he's a fickle one at that. And as we take a look over on the Dave's board here, one more yellow to get out at a 914 is the Dave. Really making the best use of the pills that were gifted to him. Really able to make the most efficient plays, and that's what Dave is good at, is being able to continue on with that to make sure that he has all the plays needed and a place for all of his pills.
Indeed. So D Dave does take game number 1. GG's to both players. Looks like Cat Pants wants to go ahead and finish this one out. She may not have seen that Dave is finished yet.
I think it'd be good, especially this is her first appearance into the 8 to 11, so I think it'd be good. I think people want to see the keep those nerves shaken out, get into it. But no, I think she's going to top out. She does in fact do that here. Sees the chat and sees Dave is on the loading screen, so she'll also be joining him very shortly.
Yeah, and I'm just noticing that the Dave playing on high, and I can't remember if that's his usual speed or not, but that's interesting.
I'm not really sure. I think he might go between medium and high. Players can play medium, players can play on high. They can play on fever, they can play on chill, they can play on off. Multiple different combinations with it. I think the one thing that we do not want to see players play is on low, just because it will allow for them to not go super duper fast here
Yeah.
with that. But yeah, getting the fingers warmed up, players going through, keeping that flexibility, whether to play on medium, whether to play on high, whether to play on the Switch, whether to play on an original console. Hey, there's lots of different ways. There's no wrong way. The only thing that's wrong with the picture is not playing the game. But hey, John, we have a 3, 2, 1 pills.
Hills and D Dave telling us in chat that he started playing in high since November, probably due to Torg, which is why I switched to high as well. Anyway, looking at these starting boards, fairly diverse for both players. I like D Dave's a little bit more, has some more access to every color than Cat Pants has. Cat Pants though has some really nice combo opportunities that she's already starting to take advantage of there, Swang.
Taking advantage of it here and strategically moving that yellow all the way to that side where she's going to use it later down the road is Cat Pants. She is going to create some strategic garbage, dropping everything down here. I'm liking how they have everything set up here. Cat Pants being gifted yellows, no real need for the yellows, but really again using strategic placement of the pills to make sure she's minimizing that garbage. Squeaky clean board on Cat Pants. It's 23-24. V-Dave with just a slight lead, but anything, as we can see from this weekend, anything can go as far as the leads.
Yeah, absolutely. The Dave not wanting to see yellow at the moment, but this red yellow going to be really nice for him. He elects to get the drill down in column 6. I thought he might do this right here and clear out the yellow garbage and get the red, but he waits to do that just a little bit longer than I thought he might. Still a great play. The problem with the D Dave's board that I have right now, he's just needing a lot of red to progress through here. This yellow blue, perfect for him though, gets the tuck inside and drops and gets the blue horizontal. Really nice play by Dave. I'm just loving his combo play today. It's been stellar.
Yeah, it's been really textbook. He's had some things which are a little bit also on the elaborate side, but everything's just been combo and everything's had a place and a purpose as far as what D Dave is able to put together and string together as far as combos go. Very excellently done. 6-7, now 5-7, still in favor of D Dave, who's down to his final 4 viruses, looking to clear things up vertically is D Dave, but is it's getting a bunch of reds, but no real need for reds is D Dave with this board.
Cat Pants was looking for an offset fat log there at the bottom of her board. Unfortunately, the base for that did clear out, so she wasn't able to get it, but still making some really great plays as Dave gets his final blue out at a 207. Cat Pants looking for just some reds, and that double yellow, perfect. It's going to open up her access to the red, make it really easy to get to without any drop time, out any garbage clearing, out at a 222 for Cat Pants. Looking at the top of her board, that red yellow, really nice starting pill. A little bit more blue on this top line than I like to see in a starting board. So we'll have to see how she's able to work through that.
Yeah, most definitely. Now has destroyed the last yellow virus here. Now exposing it, so now she's got a little bit more color diversity on her top line here. Players, especially in early levels, it's really important to try and make sure that the color diversity has a place for all the pills despite not having anything there. Cat Pants exposing a little bit more yellows down, trying to drop things down into the center here. It's 22-35 in favor of the Dave, who is also having some interesting problems here. No real need for yellows and all reds and blues. Both these boards are quite similar in that sense, there, Flindo.
Yeah, and it's really interesting when you get both of these types of boards, because then at the same time, because then it really just becomes a game of who's going to get the better RNG first, and not just that, but who is going to view their board and take what they're getting and use it strategically the most, so that when they get the blues that they do need, then they're not going to be left with a bunch of garbage. And both players are actually doing a really great job of managing that. Dave has gotten down through the blue situation. Now his situation is looking like game, gimme reds.
Yeah, these players have had to maneuver things around and tuck things over and around and tackle things from all different directions just to make use of the pills that were given to them. I like how Cat Pants is getting things set up. She is going to drop that down to try and expose a little bit more of her top line. But both these players are in a very interesting situation. Red's on D Dave's board. Cat Pants has a little bit more flexibility here, so I'm actually liking Cat Pants' board just a little bit better, despite D Dave being about 11 viruses ahead of Cat Pants.
Yep. I'm not quite sure about the red placement there in Cat Pants' column 4. And she does go ahead and just clear that out and gets a fat log
Ooh.
out of it. You love to see it. In fact, let me throw that in the chat there. Here we go. Fat log.
As as some of the commentators like call the timber. Shout out to Savage Octagon, who was in the booth earlier here. But 441 out for the Dave here, who's going into his penultimate level of the level 10 here. Dave looking to shut this and close into another victory. Cat Pants looking to keep her tournament chances alive here. She's drawn down to her final 5 viruses here. Dave trying to create a little bit of a diversity on his board here, a little bit of a chasm over on Dave's side. He's looking to try and keep things focused and ready to go. Is the Dave dropping everything down, drilling, exposing here. It's 37 to Cat Pants now. Final 3 viruses in with her level 9.
Yeah, Cat Pants has a really nice opportunity. Well, she did until that red piece dropped. Oh no, the misdrop. It's not going to be too bad. But I was saying she had a really nice opportunity to take the yellow horizontally. You see the yellows there in her columns 4, 6, and then the virus in 8. The red garbage falling there did kind of negate that a little bit, but she's got the blues that she needs, and that's going to be really helpful. Opens up the red access, and that double red, perfect. Just going to need one more. But meanwhile, the Dave just flying through this level, already down to 18 as Cat Pants gets the final red out at a 553. But with a 29 virus deficit, it's looking pretty good for Dave.
But Cat Pants with the board that's screaming doubles, 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 and this is looking really good for her if she's able to really capitalize on it. She's dropping everything down, creating short stacks, dropping everything down with twos upon twos, getting into the vertical stacks as Cat Pants here. D Dave looking with his looking really gorgeous end game going into it. He is going to drop things down. That double blue, actually, what Dave needed to really keep that going over here. I think he's going to clear that. Yes, he's going to clear out horizontally, and then another horizontal down to his final red virus going into the final level of this game here. Out at his 633 into level 11, but Kaplan's really roaring with this level 10. This is still anyone's game here, folks.
Yeah, this has been such a good level 10 for Cat Pants. She started with I think a 29 virus deficit. She had brought it down to the 27 mark by the time the Dave got out of his level. But gosh, she's just making some really nice plays here. Everything just dropping beautifully for her. A little bit curious how she's going to need to get some more reds here pretty quick to get to the bottom, the rest of her in game. The blues not really want what she wants to see at the moment, but she's doing a really nice job with what she's been given, bringing this down to 11 viruses remaining. But looking at the Dave's board, some pretty nice stuff going on his game too, Swung.
Excellent placement of pills there from Cat Pants here. Really trying to keep this competitive and really trying to keep her hopes alive here. D Dave looking to maneuver his pills around to make sure he can keep the door closed to secure his victory here. But it's still a really tight race between his two players here. Cat Pants down to our final 3 viruses here. A little bit of a gap over on Dave's board. Let's see if it's going to affect him as far as drop time goes. Is going to, oh, I don't think he wanted to place that there. Looks like he's going to shake that off and continue dropping it down here. Cat Pants going into level 11 at a 753, but D Dave over with almost a 3 dozen virus over on Cat Pants. But D Dave struggling a little bit of this end game here. Let's see how it develops with this final portion of the game here, Flindo.
Yeah, Dave does have the potential to underclear that blue there in his column 5. He's going to have to get rid of the reds to do it, though, and the yellow. Potentially of a horizontal, but he does go ahead and clear that out vertically, which is, I think, absolutely the right decision here. Cat Pants making some really nice plays over on her side, gets that drop down to get the red vertical, and sets her up for another vertical red there. Wondering what she's going to do with this double red. I like the play to put it underneath the blues. Her board, her board though says very spired and it's very blue heavy. It's not really what you want to see when you're in this situation, down by 19 viruses, now 24 viruses, and the Dave just, oh, he's gonna get the fat log. Let's
Oh, huge
go.
fat log from D-Dave. But it's an excellent, valiant effort from Cat Pants. It's just not enough as Dave gets out at a 903. Everybody, folks, we have our May 2024 silver champion of speedrun, the Dave, with a sweep over on Cat Pants, who, despite having a little bit of a rocky start there, excellent showing for her first time playing these 8 to 11 block here. So commiserations to all players that played, and excellent showing from everybody that did their best. So you love to see it here, folks.
Absolutely. Congratulations to all our players.